area in downtown Calgary, and it's pretty fantastic, to be honest. It's close to the restaurants, close to all the shops. Walkability is
absolutely.
I also have a spouse that doesn't drive.
Oh, okay.
So for her to be able to get to the transit, get anywhere in town within 30 minutes, basically, pretty wicked quick.
Yeah.
And just, it matches our lifestyle. Directly into Calgary, into the inner city about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And coming from Edmonton to Calgary, we knew right away, we want to be right in the heart of the city.
Hold on. We brought you from Edmonton?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I shouldn't say that on. This is recorded.
No, you said that.
I did not say that. I think Edmonton's fantastic.
I think Edmonton's great if you're in the right neighborhood.
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, so is Calgary.
Yeah.
That's
Valley in Edmonton, gorgeous.
It's stunning, actually.
Yeah.
Stunning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Canada's largest park space.
Yeah. It's beautiful. So
I think, I was also in kind of the core area.
Yeah.
In Edmonton, right on White Ave. So,
okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, kind of a bustling younger neighborhood, the university, and again, the restaurants, the shops, and all that.
Yeah.
But Calgary just felt like it had more possibilities.
Totally.
A little bit of and just meeting the people. A lot of people in Calgary are, career oriented and want more from life and aren't satisfied with pushing. They're pushing.
Yeah.
And I was comfortable in Edmonton.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be pushed.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is a good move to get here.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's been fantastic for us.
Cool.
All right. Well, that's a good one. I was a chef for 13 years before getting into real estate. It's a beautiful career, and because at the end of the day, when you're in management roles in the kitchen, your job isn't food.
Right.
Your job is people. You need to understand people. You need to help them succeed.
Yeah.
I could make you a beautiful, 7-course meal that will absolutely floor you. Working with me isn't happy in his life. What does it matter?
Yeah, totally.
I think, this is something everyone always asks you when you tell
I know
that you're a chef. And it's such a broad thing. I can remember 8, but the favorite thing I ever cooked,
you can't change my question.
I know. It doesn't translate 1-to-1 though.
Okay.
If you
better house, if she could have you make her anything, what would it be?
Oh, probably flank steak. Like slow marinate flank steak, and then sous vide it, grill it on charcoal.
Oh, well done. Actually, sous videing is something I would love to get into. I have a bunch of friends that do it, combo with smoke, all that kind of stuff.
Remember when we first started talking and I told you my sink fell out of my countertop?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was sous videing in my sink and the weight was too much and the whole thing
just
fell out.
Well, that's why. That's funny.
Yeah, I think, there's a few motivating factors for making the switch. One was my mom's been in real estate for years, and she's in New Zealand.
Yeah.
And right before COVID started, we're off in New Zealand and enjoying the first time I have ever actually gotten to leave the continent.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it was a pretty big revelation for me to just get out there and kind of see what is this career worth to me?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm helping young cooks, grow up into healthy, happy people.
Yeah.
But how is my life being impacted by that?
Yeah.
And I thought I could do a better balance of impacting my life and impacting other people's life in a bit of a career change. The biggest thing is always how you're helping people and how you're impacting their lives. Right. It's so rewarding that, you're carrying them through this and showing them all the different steps and helping them understand something that can be so daunting and scary to so many people.
Yeah.
Where it doesn't have to be that if you just know how to talk about it and translate it to them.
Yeah. What do you get out of doing that? How does that make you feel?
Yeah,
what do you get?
Honestly, I find the most rewarding thing is changing someone's life.
Yeah.
And you can really change someone's life through helping them in real estate.
Yeah.
having a home, building up your finances, having that stability, right? Moving up the property ladder from, a tiny little apartment to, your dream home.
Yeah.
Or
if it was in Toronto, it'd be a tiny little
dream home.
Dream home to a tiny little dream home.
Yeah. I think so many people in my generation are intimidated by this and not really sure how to approach it.
Absolutely.
Right. And, we were told all our lives, save up for your dream home, save up for that 4-bedroom townhouse that you can have with your multi-child and then all that. But it's not a reality for us.
Well, it's almost like that dream, it's different now.
Yeah.
I mean, especially our parents or grandparents. Maybe that's what it is. Like we saw them attaining for something, but it's like, I mean, sure, you might be able to still attain that, but do you want it?
Yeah.
Like now that's I feel like there's a whole different world of questions that are happening now in the last 5 years than there has been in a long time, which is what you're speaking to. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Like if you talk to a lot of people my age and you ask them like, why you haven't had kids? My family asks me this all the time, and I'm just...
It's because they want Christmas better, let's be honest.
They want to re-experience, and I would love to experience that too. It's just, is this the right time for me to bring a child into this world?
The answer is it's never the right time.
But are we financially stable enough?
Totally.
Do we have the right home to bring these kids up in?
Yeah.
Are we going to give them the best life that they can have?
Yeah.
And the answer is not yet.
Yeah.
Right? Not this house. Maybe the next one. Maybe the one after that.
Yeah.
But if we didn't get onto the property ladder when we did, it could never come up.
Yeah, that's true. So it's like for you're saying is helping people get into the market so that they can start moving forward in life.
Yeah,
is absolutely what I hear you saying. Very cool. Very cool.
I think Calgary has a lot of properties that I want to see in any Canadian city. We have a lot of multiculturalism, a lot of different ethnicities all brought in, and it's a very beautiful thing. If we're talking more on a legislative change, I would love to see change in how we attack urban sprawl, whether that's, approval for or basement units or any of that. I think our urban density, and especially the prices of homes with that urban density, it makes it difficult in any Canadian city.
Yeah, that's fair. And how are you going to make that difference? That's a big thing.
Right?
So what are you going to do?
I think how it works too, right? Making clients understand, like, hey, you're buying this home. Did you know it's zoned for another suite?
Right.
Right? Would you like that? Here's what that would look like to cost for you.
Yeah.
Right? Here's the potential output of that in 5 years as a rental unit.
Totally. Showing us, giving opportunities. That's impressive. That's impressive. Well, thank you for sharing with us and some of your vision and some of your insights and kind of your story. I appreciate it. And if someone wants to get a hold of you, what's the best way?
Yeah, you can either go to our site or contact me directly.
Yep.
My personal number is 587-429. My email is max.barton, BARTON, @chamberlaingroup.ca.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Max.
Thank you.
It's great
having it.
And you're helping people, making an impact and changing lives. So we appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
See you, everybody.